Hi guys, going to be doing a quick explanation in PvP, formations, maps, different strategies that you can use. Your character choice, there are some characters that definitely outperform other ones, ones with great advantages with their skills that do wide area damage, ones that seduce, like Serendi are very popular. Ones that ignore armor, like Kai, extremely popular and very, very powerful. Right now, I find that there's mostly rock players on the ladder. In the higher levels, most people are using double paper instead of double rock because there are so many rock users. But there's really, it's really good to have a few characters that you can swap around. My normal party, I actually do not use Bearman. I use Chris because, like I said, there's so many rock players. So this is what I normally go with for formation. I didn't build Jenny early, otherwise I'd be using her in my second slot. I think that she's an amazing second slot hero. But I'm just going to go into it. Hopefully we can queue up a few different battles. I don't want to do this in one video, so hopefully we can get all all different maps with the PvP, but I want to explain the reason based on the formations. The way that I see things, you should have your first two slots, your two best DPS characters. Your third slot should be a tanky yet heavy DPS character. I think Kai is the best fit for that spot. And your fourth spot should be a tank. Just typically based on the formations now. So I'm going to wait until we have the maps in front of us to put out the rationale behind those things. Yeah, good luck to us. Hope I don't lose during the video. That would be really embarrassing. Right now I am rank 1 on the global server, which isn't saying all that much. I'm not saying I'm super great or anything like that, but it is pretty easy to beat a lot of these formations. Okay, we got the 4-lane map. Really quick, I just want to go over the shape and the formation of the map. This person has decided to put Carrot in slot 2 instead of Serendi. I think that's a big mistake because Serendi can easily hit two characters on their second stage. The way that this map works is your first to fourth get lined up against their first to fourth. This is one of the main reasons why I think that the formation should be the way that I want, or the way that I said earlier. Their two highest hitting attack characters are first and second. Usually you want that to happen. Your squishiest, highest attack characters are going to go first because you want them to be able to try and one-shot the other person, which is why you're going to want to have a tank in your fourth slot because it's unlikely that your fourth slot is even really going to live half the time. If it's something squishy. If I had maybe my Carrot in the first slot, then that dev would have just one hit me for sure. Second slot is another DPS. A third slot, a tankier DPS, because you do want to have a third slot that could kind of move freely, be hit by their second character that's going to be tanked out. My Kai is pretty defense heavy and attack heavy. He's pretty good all around, as you can see. But it's pretty easy to wipe out the first two characters. Now, I think I'm actually going to just check out his Serendi here. That's pretty high defense, but not that high attack. I don't want this Serendi to be able to kill me. I could probably kill that Serendi with my Carrot, so I'm just going to hope for the best and kill this Cleo instead. I am going to go all the way down right in front of Cleo. I don't always do that. Actually, I have a ghost step on Chenny, so I usually go over to the next side. But with this, he's got his two characters' attacks off, and I like my guys are still alive and well and ready for action. Where I one-shot his first character and his second character. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I stand here, I'm pretty sure that Serendi can't. If she survives, she can't hit both my heroes. Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Oh, did survive. All right, yeah. So that's why I moved up all the way, if you were wondering. And the rest is fairly easy. Defense reductions and armor ignores are really powerful in PvP. One of the best mechanics to stack. But as you can see, this formation works really good for this map, just the way that the map is laid out. Most people are going to arrange their heroes in this order. Now, some people put their characters, they change it based off the rock, paper, scissors advantage, depending on their opponent, but that frequently will just get you killed. I don't recommend doing that at all. All right, my team was quite a bit stronger than his. Not number-wise in terms of battle score, but potentials. I'm sure my gear potentials were a lot higher than his. I feel that his Deb, if it was perfectly even, should have been able to kill my Chris. But that's just not what happened. But that's a good example of the first formation. So hopefully now we can get the square map. First, that's the most basic map, understanding-wise, to grasp a concept for how you want to have your formation. So hopefully we can get maybe the ice map, or the square map would be the best. The square map is one of the biggest reasons why I think Kai belongs in the third slot, and hopefully I'll have a good example to explain that. Perfect. All right, we got the square map. If I don't get the ice map next, I'm just going to end the video here, because the ice video is really not all that hard. You just let them walk into the bottleneck and you use your AoEs to kill their whole team. It's probably the easiest map. All right, so I have only one ghost step set. I have it on my Chenny. If you can get one, that's all you really need to get to rank 1 in PvP, apparently, because that's where I am right now. But you should have it on your first character. Some people might want to say that your second character would be better, but first character works best for me. Right now, I have free reign of this whole map to kill whoever I want with Chenny. The only thing that would be better is if my Chenny had a beast reign set. Yeah, this Serendi's got really low attack. I could probably one-shot that Serendi. The Chenny is my bigger concern because it's a scissor. I don't want my Chris to die. I would rather not be. I think my Chris can tank that Chenny's attack though, so I'm going to try and kill the Serendi. Good. And right there. So this is going to happen almost all the time if you keep your tank in the 4th slot. They will have 2 characters right there. Now, Kai being in the 3rd slot will always be able to kill those 2 characters. What Carrot's going to do here, if I really want it to be crazy, I could probably go over there and snipe the Kai, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus down the Chris. Lower her defense with Carrot. A lot of people wondering if Carrot's any good for PvP. Yeah, she is. She's got a 5 range, decrease the defense and crit rate of a character. Kai walks in right basically here and just smokes 2 characters almost all the time. It's really important to have high hit rate on your Kai because his armor ignore is completely insane. Attack is still higher priority. You do want to be able to put up the numbers to kill almost anything with your Kai. But hit rate... there's going to be a lot of dodge twinks going into the future. A lot of people are going to be maxing out their Dominiques and things like that, and that's just going to be it. All right, I'm going to do one more. Hopefully we can get the ice map for the perfect 1-1-1. That would be ideal. I really don't have any good people to play against right now that are worth it. This person would only give me maybe 2 or 3 points. It's the only downside about being high rank. I think I'm actually going to use my reset here. Oh, perfect. This guy's got 3,500. All right. Now, I could have just played that 1 to get 2 more battle swords. That would have been fine, but I don't want to waste the video time for that. I'll just pay the 30 crystals if I have to get more swords if somebody can catch up to me right now. I think I'm got a pretty healthy lead for right now. It is Sunday, and yeah, I'm about 120, 130 more than the next person. Anyway, let's go and take on this guy right here. I've fought this guy a ton of times. I know how his party works, so it would actually be nice for him if it was on the ice map, but we'll see. Wow, well, I can't believe we actually got one of each map. Now, a lot of my decisions for this are going to be based off of I already know exactly how his party's going to survive my attacks, so don't be yelling and screaming and trolling about how I didn't do this right move or things like that. I already know how this battle is going to go because I've fought it 100 times. For some reason, I always get the ice map against this guy. And I'm probably going to kill Maz, and Alfred's going to survive here. Oh, I crit Alfred. Okay, his Alfred has over 58 or 59% defense. It's really high. Like I usually can't kill him with my Chenny. Well, this has been uneventful of a match. This is going to be very, very, very one-sided. Maybe I'll let his Kai get a shot off just because I like Kai. Oh, I couldn't kill Deb. That's surprising. I always keep two characters in the back because they're not needed. Like if he could kill my whole team here in the front, then I would just leave the bottleneck open for later. I think I can reach that guy from here. Yeah. I hope anybody who hates Carrot is watching closely. Oh, that was a big mistake. Forgot about the 2 movement. Oh well, very unlikely that Deb is ever going to survive an attack from Kai, so the only way out is dodge. And that's it. Not much strategy to the ice map. If you're wondering what this formation is going to do for you on the ice map, in terms of DPS, DPS, tanky DPS, tank, your tank will be the one standing on the spikes at the beginning. Your tanky DPS and one of your secondary DPSs are going to be the 2 corners, which is ideal for having the 2. Like I said, I like to keep 2 back just in case I can't win with the forward advance. Sometimes if the opponent's party I feel is a lot stronger than mine gear-wise, I'll keep my whole party back in there and just keep forcing them into the bottleneck and getting my first shot off on them before they get shots off on me. But usually I am on the attack, so I do prefer to have a Kai and someone like Carrot who's got a very, very long range attack, like not a wide area, but a long range attack. And Kai, they also have a 4 and 5 movement, so they get there fairly quickly. Where Chenny, if it's somebody a lot weaker than me, I can usually solo the whole team with her because I can usually get 2 people off on her first round of attacks, and then the other 2 are coming up the middle afterwards, and I can get those 2 picked up easily also. So those are really important positionings for these characters. Like you want your best foot forward in terms of damage. Always goes first. You want to be able to hit them before they can hit you. You want your tank to be the one that's taking the damage on the spikes because your tank's the only one that's going to have the extra HP to be able to tank attacks from higher tier characters. If you're fighting somebody with a higher battle score than you, it's very likely that your tank's the only one that's going to survive more than a single attack. So like don't undervalue your tanks. They're fantastic in PvP. What they're most good for is aggro because it draws the AI. If you're wondering on the square map is like how I was able to group the 2 together around my Chris and then knock them out with the Kai, it's because Chris has aggro as a passive. And she basically draws enemies into her. Bearman is a fantastic PvP tank if you want to consider aggro as a very good stat, because his passive is also an aggro passive. He also increases his likelihood to be attacked and his defense by almost, like if you have it at level 10 for his 3rd skill, he increases it by 100%, which is monstrous. Wouldn't be surprised if in the future, when there's not so much Jax being played, that Bearman becomes overpowered. Anyway, hope this was useful. Post it right away, so hopefully some people can see it before the end of the day. And let me know what you think in the comments down below.